Hello everybody, I'm Sensei Ross Tunley. I run the Artie's SHOTOKAN Karate Academy. We're based out of Thorney in Peterborough. As I said in my previous video, if you'd like to give it, obviously if you'd like to come over and give it a try in person instead of watching YouTube videos, obviously which 9 times 10 is easier, you'll be able to get graded as well, join competitions, be part of a valid organisation within the EKO, English Karate Organisation. Within this video, what we're going to be doing and what I'm going to be showing you guys and teaching you guys is correct stances and how each stance should be performed. We have 4 different stances that we are going to be running through, 4 basic stances, which obviously is in every grade syllabus, and these are traditional stances. The only one that isn't traditional is the 4th one that I'll run through, which is our Kumite stance. That's the only one that isn't traditional. These 3 are traditional Shotokan stances. Okay, so the first one that we're going to run through is the Zenkutsudachi front stance. Okay, so this is the basic one. It's going to be within everything. Most techniques are done throughout Zenkutsudachi. Okay, so there's 2 ways of performing Zenkutsudachi. There's your hand technique Zenkutsudachi, and then there's your leg or geri technique. The techniques from Zenkutsudachi. Traditionally, these are both performed in 2 different ways. So, first thing that I'm going to teach you, the first thing that we're going to go through is, the first thing we're going to be going through is the feet positioning of this stance. In every correct Zenkutsudachi stance and in every Shotokan stance, you need to be wide stanced. We are very big, we are very long, okay, within our stances. So, how the positioning would be, we would start shoulder width apart, okay, feet shoulder width apart, okay. We'll start off with our left leg forward and our right leg going back. So all we'll do is do one big step going backwards with our right leg, just like that. Now, if you notice when my feet positioning are here, this is incorrect. Okay, you're going to be off balance. Okay, you're going to fall over. Okay, you want to have your front feet facing forward, your back feet as much as you can. I want you to try and get this foot so it is pointing forward, so it's in a straight line going down there. Okay, when you first start this and you first start doing this technique correctly, you will feel it. You will feel it in your hamstring. Okay, you don't want to have this back leg completely straight. Okay, again, you'll be off balance, you're going to hurt yourself even more. You want to have a little bit of a bend in it. Okay, a little bit of a bend. Okay, front foot. Okay, front foot. When your knee wants to be over your toes as much as they can. The only thing you want to be able to see is the corner of your big toe. Okay, you also don't want to have your back foot in line with this foot. Okay, if you have your back foot in line with this foot, you're going to be crossed over, you're going to be off balance, you're going to be falling all over the place. Okay, you want to have it so it's shoulder width apart. Okay, so how you guys start this off, shoulder width apart, is your starting position. Okay, your right leg is then just going to take one big step back, just like that. Okay, big step back. So you're now in a long stance. Depending on how tall you are, it's dependent on how long this stance will be. Okay, and then all you want to do is just bend that front leg over your back toe, keeping this back foot pointing forward. Your front leg wants to be over your big toe, so all you can see is the corner of that big toe. Just there. You're here, you're going to go bang, bang. Use your hips, go your technique. Bang, bang. Yeah? Okay? Just like that. Okay? Using your hips. Okay, that is the very first technique we'll do, which I will be doing in a different video. Okay? Bang. Okay? Remember, do not do what I just did, which is bringing this back foot back. Keep it there. Posture needs to be straight, tall, proud, strong. Okay, it all needs to be a strong and tall posture. Okay? So remember them key fundamentals with that with that stance. You want to keep it long, big, strong, shoulder width apart. Do not cross over your legs. Do not have your back foot behind your back leg. Okay, a little bit of bend in that back foot. Okay, just a tiny bend, not massive. Doesn't have to be a massive bend in that back foot. Okay. Okay. Remember, of the always stretch before you try any martial arts techniques, because you will always have a strong, big technique, and you've got more chance of hurting yourself. Okay, I will tag in the description the video for my stretching for my stretching and introduction video. So please go give that. Obviously, if you're unsure about what stretches to do, please go and give that video obviously a watch, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I honestly don't know. I obviously don't care. As long as you watch that video and get stretches correct, so you do not injure yourself. Okay. Next technique, next stance we are going to do is our back stance. We call this a Kokutsudachi. So if you notice, there's a running theme with these stances. At the end of them, they all have dachi or dach. Zenkutsudachi, Kokutsudachi. Right? The reason for this is that dach or dachi means stance. So you'll always know that it's stance if it's got dachi at the end. Okay? So, with this one, now we want to have our heels in line. If it's easier for you, please do so. Get some tape or get something you can line your heels up with. Okay? Obviously something that you can line your heels up with. Okay? So, with Kokutsudachi, you're going to have your heels in line with this one. Okay? Your back foot now can be facing to the side. Okay? So, we're going to have our right leg back first. So, our right leg, our toes will be pointing right as we go back into it. Okay? Our front foot, though, will always stay with our toes pointing forward. Okay? Heels in line. We're now going to put 70% of our weight on our back leg and then 30 on our front leg. So we still have a good bend in that front leg. So it's not completely straight. Okay? We're gonna get low. We're gonna keep it low, just like that. Okay? Remember, our heels need to be in line. This one we don't want to have that over there, because when you start moving forward and you're obviously in the stance and your feet are pointing this way, we will go through obviously moving within stances in some other videos where I'll start doing more techniques obviously as well as doing just stances. Okay, so when we're moving forward here, you're going to notice I'm now going to go diagonal because my heels are not going straight forward and are not in line. Okay, so if I'm moving forward like this, I'm going to be going that way, which I do not want to be going. Okay, but if my feet are pointed forward, if you watch what I do here, I'm in stance here. Okay, if I move forward here, my feet are coming together. and my feet are going out there. So again, together, and there, okay? This stance is mainly used for if you're doing a SHOTOKAN, okay? SHOTOKAN is a knife hand block, okay? So if I'm here, I'm going to SHOTOKAN here, I'm then going to come forward, hand's going to come up to there, bang, Shuto out to there, okay? So that's our Kokutsudachi front stance. Now, if you listen to the next technique, what this next technique is called, okay? I want you all to tell me in the comments, and that obviously don't cheat, don't do it after you, obviously by going back to my previous, obviously to the previous one we've just done, but I want you to tell me what dachi means, okay? And I want you to tell me, I'm going to say it in Japanese, but I want you guys to guess what stance this is, okay? So, I'm going to go into a Kibadachi, okay, Kibadachi. I'm here, I'm now facing to the side. Please do not mistake this for a Shikadachi horse stance. If you watch how my feet are, okay, here, my feet are pointing directly to the side. That's a Kibadachi. Bum in, hands down there. Okay, Shikadachi, we're going to come out to here. Okay, Shikadachi is not used commonly within Shotokan karate. It's mainly used in Goju-Ryu or Wadaru, okay, or Shotokai. We do not usually use that technique. We mainly use within Shotokan Kibadachi. Okay, so when you're doing this technique, your bum needs to be in. This one will hurt until you start getting used to it, especially after you've done stretching with your legs. Okay, you want to bring your bum in. Okay, your legs need to be, okay, remember that big stance, your legs need to be again quite wide, but you need to bend them knees together like that and just sit down in that stance, okay? This stance, this Kibadachi stance is used for we come up to here, okay? We come up, we kick. Okay, this is mainly used for either Kamaedachi, when we are first teaching juniors how to do it, before we start obviously showing them how to do it from Kamae. obviously, yeah. So obviously, because when we're doing Kamaedachi, it's a lot of hip movements. So we teach them from Kibadachi, come up, and then come up, forward, push the hip, bang, there. The reason for that is because you do not need to rotate obviously your front foot, your back foot, you do not need your supporting foot, you do not need to rotate that as much as we're doing it in Kamae. We're doing it in Kamae, we need to do 2 phases within that Kamaedachi. That is what I like to call a 2-phase step, okay, or a 2-phase movement, change of stance. Okay, because when you first do it, your foot's going to come here, you come up, and then when you kick out, this needs to face backwards, bang, bang, down. Okay? So, that is our Kibadachi. The clue to this is it means side. Okay? Kiba is side in Japanese. Now try and put that together from what I said in my previous, obviously on the last dance we just did, okay, about what dachi means, okay, and put that together and put it in the comments. The next one we're going to do is our Kamae stance, okay, we call this Kamae because it's our sparring stance, okay, this is the last one, okay, Kamae is sparring, so this is less traditional, this is when we were doing kumite, our point sparring that we do, okay. So, where we was just previously, quite long stance here, we're going to bring that back a little bit, we're going to bend, our front legs, we're going to bend both legs slightly. We're going to have a hand up. One hand supporting our stomach, one hand supporting our head. This hand will always be your blocking hand, okay, or your jabbing hand. This hand will always be your striking hand. If you're ever doing kumite, of the sparring, a jab punch will never score. A jab punch is a fake, okay? So you will always finish technique either with a kick, or a technique done of our back hand. So either yakuzuki, reverse punch, or an oken back fist. Okay? So, from here, we're going to have a hand here. I've got a bad habit, please do not get into my bad habits. Okay? We're going to have our hand closed, not open. Okay? Open is for when you start getting a bit more advanced, you get to a black belt, and you are used to sparring, and you know to then, from here, you know to block closed fist, okay, and not go open hand. The reason for that is because open hand is always weaker, and if you connect it wrong, and obviously, for example, someone kicked you, and you've blocked like that, and it connects wrong to your fingers, it will go back and break your fingers. We don't want that, okay, because that hurts, okay? Don't ask me how I know, okay? So we want to have a closed fist here, okay? Not tightly closed, because then that's when we start getting a bit more slower, okay? A bit slower. We don't want to get slower, okay? We want to be quick. So from here, we're just going to start do a little bit of a bounce, okay? A little bit of a bounce. So we're here, okay? It's a little bit of a bounce. Still keeping a stable and strong stance. The reason for that is because if we're flimsing, we're like this, okay? And we're all upright like this, we've got less balance. We want to keep firmly planted, so we don't lose our balance, we've got a good balance, okay? We're firm. So when we bounce, we're still quite firm, but we're still loose, agile, and quick. So if you watch what I'm doing here, I'm just bouncing, and go, bang! Bouncing, and back to bounce. Okay? So, that is all our stances. I hope this helps. Please practice these before watching any other techniques or any other videos, because I will be going on to doing techniques more instead of just stances, working on movement for our feet. Okay? Please do not. Alright, so finish.